Hello there guys, Alex Haycraft here, and I'm bringing you today another sort of tutorial on Second Life. So when you're cropping out your character on a green screen and you get this, you still have some green in your hair, sort of speaking. Well, I'm going to show you how to get rid of that and minimize that green so it's almost not even visible in your picture. I don't think there's a tutorial for this, so I'm just gonna show you guys my process of doing this. Okay, so I cropped out my picture here. I have two more that I need to do, and I'll show you on those as well. So what I do, I normally crop out the green. Okay, let me just roll back this picture completely. Right, so I use the magic wand tool in Photoshop, right? And I depends on how tough you want it to go in or not. For example, this strand right here, I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's just an extra. It's really pointless. Alright, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And okay, gonna press delete. Alright, and now we're left with this, right? So probably wondering what the fuck is this, right? So you're gonna wanna mimic the hair flow here as much as it can be mimicked, right? For this small part. Right, and now you've still got some green on there, right? But that green is fine, right? So I'm just gonna select the brush. You can go with a solid or with a faint, it doesn't really matter in the end. Um, right, and right click and select the hair. And now create a new layer. On the new layer, add a filter of color. And come on, zoom in. Now hold down Control, press the layer you just cropped of your character, and this will select only the pixels that are set to be visible, which will be your entire character that's cropped out, right? And now you can use the brush tool. I'm just gonna use this one, and yeah, don't forget to be on the right layer because I wasn't there. So as you can see, we're on the layer above the character where the filter color is set, and I'm gonna do this. Maybe make it a bit smaller, right? And as you can see, it blends it in with the rest of the hair. This is super easy to do. All you need is Photoshop or something that can do these things that I'm doing here. And there's a bit more here, so I'm just gonna do that as well. And boom, the green is gone. Isn't that easy? How you can do that for your images? All right, on to the next one. Same process. Remove the green. It's mainly on there. Remove any type of strands that you've got extras. They've got too many of. Uh, I still want to keep those. So I'm just gonna mimic around them. And of course, you can always copy a strand from that you've completely isolated and just make a copy of it and place it on the outer skirts of the texture of the head, so it makes it looks like it's actually a hair strand, you know. Or you can use the eraser and just erase like this, mimicking the hair. It's entirely up to your own preferences. And as I still have the color selected, I'm just gonna make a new layer, add the filter, zoom in, Oh wait, I forgot to select the character. There we go. Filter. Right, because this is going to be less noticeable since the picture is going to be pretty small in the preview and such on the marketplace. But this is not really going to be visible. I'll show you how to get rid of those little extra ones that are on the side there. Right, so you have two options to completely uh, get rid of the extra green that's on the outskirts there. One, after you completely finish your mesh and select it out and weeded out all the green spots and such, uh, you can do the following thing, and I'll show you just in a moment here. I'm just gonna do the layer thing here as well. I'm gonna go with this. I need something smaller for this. Alright, that seems fine. It's not really visible, right? But if you add let's add a background to it. As you can see, it's kind of starting to be noticeable depending on the color of your background. See, it's like really noticeable here on this side and so on, right? I'm just gonna use the color filter layer until I can't use it anymore. It's not gonna actually do anything anymore. So this needs to be this color. Just gonna do the insides here. I'm gonna get rid of this green on here. It's on the shoe. And the green that's on this. This is mainly because I'm using, this is mostly black, so don't really have to change the color for the insides. It's black and white. But I will, however, have to change the colors when I move to the human. Alright, that looks about right. That looks great. So I'm gonna go back to this and I'm gonna select invert and hit delete there and delete here. You can see that reduced it a bit more, right? But I've still got a bit here that I didn't get. This one doesn't wanna go under. Weird. Is this not applying, or what's the issue? So apparently my brush is not oh wait, I've got it selected invert. Silly. I forgot about that. Select invert, color, and yeah, I guess that works. Okay, so now join the layers, and here's the best trick that you're ever gonna learn for Photoshop. You apply a stroke, select inside, make it, let's say, a 1, right? Then select gradient, open the gradient tab, pick the optimacy filter on top, hit 0, hit 0 again, and what did this do? It cropped out the 1 pixel on your mesh. Look how, see how nice and crispy that looks? But then I'm just gonna, for my personal preferences, I'm just gonna do a bit of mimicking here and just remove some of this. How easy was that? And as you can see, there's a, I didn't notice this earlier, and I'm just gonna have to crop it out manually the hard way. And there you go. Huh? How fun was that? Right, this one's done. I'm gonna convert it to a smart object. Now for the human. The human is pretty much the same process as the rabbit. It's gonna go pretty much the same as it went with the rabbit. Right, and I'm gonna time lapse the video here so I don't make it really long. And I'll talk to you guys when I'm done, okay? And go. All right, and we're back. So I hope this helps you guys in making your profile pictures, store covers and such. And this is Alex Acraft signing off.